Welcome back. It's A to Z here on Locked On Sports Atlanta, free on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you search Locked On Sports Atlanta. Give me a follow on Twitter at Mark Zinno, MarkZinno. Love to interact with you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the Locked On Sports Atlanta network and certainly following me here on A to Z every single day. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. It's always great to hear from you. So give me a follow again at Mark Zinno and let me know what you think. Love the conversation, love the debate, and certainly I'm glad you guys are part of it. Also follow Locked On Sports Atlanta at Locked On ATL. All right. Wrapping things up here today with an interesting debate that I've seen on social media. And, I saw the clip last night for the first time. I'm going to play it for you here in a minute. But I saw the clip last night for the first time, and a very well-respected friend of mine disagreed with the soundbite you're about to hear and who said it and why they said it. And I'm not 100% sure I agree. So what I'm going to play you now is Ryan Tannehill, the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, being asked by the media if it's his job to mentor Malik Willis, who was drafted in the third round by the Tennessee Titans. Here is his response.
In a quarterback room, in the same room, we're competing against each other. We're watching the same tape. We're doing the same drills. I don't think it's my job to mentor him, but if he learns from me along the way, then that's a great thing.
All right, there it is. So he says it's not his job to mentor Malik Willis. And in any industry, the idea of mentorship is something that is, I think, unique from the standpoint of, certain jobs require on-the-job training. Certain jobs require you to fail a little bit to understand what to do. There are other jobs where making mistakes can be a matter of life and death, i.e. military, police work, firefighters. So on-the-job training isn't always the best. Mentorship is more of a necessity than it would be in the NFL. Look, generally, I believe that Ryan Tannehill is not being a jerk in that statement. That young man was drafted to replace him. That young man is walking into that first room in that quarterback meeting that Ryan Tannehill spoke about saying, dude, I'm going to take your job. And that's okay. Because the NFL is the ultimate meritocracy. It is the ultimate area where you are dictated by your play, your results. Effort is great. But if you don't get results, guess what? You don't last long. You have to be able to take the effort and manufacture it into quantifiable results if you'd like to stay in the NFL and have a job. Because there are certain cases, even talent isn't enough. Look at many of the quarterbacks that we just spoke about getting drafted in the first round. It wasn't an issue of talent. They couldn't translate the talent into quantifiable results. So they're no longer here. Because that's the only thing anybody's ever drafted off of, their talent and their ability and potential to succeed at the next level. So it's not Ryan Tannehill's job to mentor anybody. We did that here in Atlanta too. Remember when Dwight Freeney was here for like a hot second? And we all thought it was his job to mentor Vic Beasley. No. It's his job to go out and get paid and go out and play. It's his job to play his best so he does get paid. Nowhere in his contract does it say you have to mentor young pass rusher. You have to teach this player how to be good at their job. It's not it. This isn't the military. This is professional sports. And everybody there, especially in the NFL, is vying for one of the most coveted spots in professional history. That's a place on a National Football League team. Now, if you want to mentor somebody, that's great. No one's going to say you're wrong for doing that. You want to take somebody under your wing? No one's going to say you're wrong for doing that. But in reality, it's not your responsibility. What did Brett Favre do for Aaron Rodgers? Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember. He kind of left him in the corner. Didn't talk to him for 3 years. It's not Brett Favre's job to make sure Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. It wasn't Joe Flacco's job to mentor Lamar Jackson, and he even said so, and nobody thought anything out of it. And Joe Flacco had a Super Bowl under his belt. It's not Tom Brady's job to mentor Jimmy G. It never was. In fact, Jimmy G got shipped out of town because Tom Brady didn't want him there. So no, Ryan Tannehill is not being a jerk. No, Ryan Tannehill is not wrong. You could be nice and mentor somebody. He could absolutely embrace it and take it a completely different direction. Say, I'm here to help the team win. I'll help the young man along the way. No big deal. You can say that. That's fine. And he can say it publicly and behind closed doors not help the guy at all. But at least he's being honest. And this is one of those classic cases where we demand honesty from our athletes, and then we get it, and then we tell them we're pissed that they gave us the honesty we just demanded. Don't do that. If you want the honesty, accept the honesty. You don't have to like the answer. You don't have to agree with the answer, but don't get mad at him for giving you an answer that he was being completely honest about. Ryan Tannehill isn't wrong for not mentoring Malik Willis. It's not his contract. It's not his job. Malik Willis was put there to possibly replace him. And if you're Ryan Tannehill and you watch, they just traded away my best receiver. I got a running back coming off a broken foot that might not be 100% healthy. We just lost in the first round of a playoff game last year to a team we should have beaten. And my head coach is fighting for his job possibly after not winning enough postseason games. You look around and everybody is doing something different. It's a tough place to be. That's why it's life in the NFL, man. It is not easy. So it's nice when everybody's kumbaya and gets along and has fun and agrees with one another, but it ain't required. Sorry, it's not. And if there's an issue, that's why you have a coach. A coach is there to fix that issue. That's their job. And that's the other thing too. You're already paying people to mentor that young man and make him a better quarterback. They're called coaches. Doesn't have to be another player to do it. You know, this isn't raising children where, you stop doing what you do to make sure the child can eat and go to the bathroom and get clean and take a shower and change clothes. Now, this is not that. It's completely different. Those are two grown men fighting for the same job. Only one of them gets it. May the best man win. All right, that'll do it for today for A to Z right here on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Thank you so much for making A to Z your first listen on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Make Hitting Hard with John Chucker your second listen every single day. The ATL Sports Talker, hearing all of your opinions and spitting out his own hot takes right here on Locked On Sports Atlanta. We are free on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you search Locked On Sports Atlanta. You guys have a great day. Don't take any crap from anybody. See you.